Are you guys ready for a video that's a little bit different of a Summoners War video? What's up everybody? We are gonna do, okay, disclaimer, these are not actual monsters coming out, okay? This is just from my imagination. This is from nowhere else. They're not actually coming out, just some ideas for Com to us, I guess. Just some ideas of new different skills. I was thinking of some stuff, so I made a couple things, I made a couple fake pictures up. So you guys can see, some ideas for different new skills. So I didn't come up with these characters. I just took some models off the internet, so you guys can kind of get a feel for it. All right, so there's only 5. There's 5 different skills. I don't have I don't have all 3 skills for every single monster. I didn't go all crazy with it though. But here's 5 different interesting skills. Okay, it's like the biggest intro for like 5 seconds of actual talking. Warrior's Curse attacks all enemies and blinds them for 3 turns. Blind decreases accuracy by 50%. I thought this would be a really cool skill. Blind, we don't see accuracy decreasing skills. I mean, for 3 turns, that's pretty it's pretty OP AoE for 3 turns of decreased accuracy. Let's just hope that we don't have this skill on any bosses, because that would be dangerous, to say the least. But accuracy decreased by 50%. I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty. And a little warrior. All right. Okay. So that's the first one, the blind skill. Then we have Whelp Shift. I thought this was pretty cool. Passive. Every turn, Whelp changes elements to another random element. So I thought this guy would be cool to have a defense break on him, to be like a pretty strong attacker, but also have a defense break on him. This way, when you're fighting him in arena, you're like, oh yeah, this guy, it's kind of similar to Orion, right? Orion, you never know who he's gonna defense break, so you never know what's gonna happen to your team, how to protect yourself against it. But this guy just changes to another random element, so you're like, okay, they have an attacker, but it's not, it's kind of Theomar-Z-ish, but he would just have whatever random. He's like, oh, now I'm a water monster. Now I'm a wind monster. Now I'm a light monster. And you're like, oh, what is this guy gonna change to next? So I don't know what the other 2 skills would be. I think the first skill would be a defense break, but the second skill, I don't know what the second skill would be. Not a heal. He wouldn't be a healer. But yeah, and yes, I did use Cassandra. I did. So don't disregard all of this stuff. Just pay attention to the skills. Okay, third monster skill, Copycat. I thought this was kind of interesting, similar to a little bit like the Dark Howl, where the Dark Howl will transfer the harmful effects from you to the enemy that you attack. But this is going to copy all buffs from any monster, friend, or enemy onto entire team, yours or the opponent's. So let's say that you have a monster that, oh man, this could be pretty flexible. If you have like an attack buff and a defense buff and something else, like a monster that buffs themselves, like a self buff, or like a crit rate buff and attack buff, then you could just copy that. It could be flexible, like you could copy that onto the entire team. Then you get, you could go again, and maybe the next time you have this skill available, you can take some harmful effects. Like let's say you have, you have Orion, and you stun a monster, and you defense break a monster, and you disturb HP recovery on a monster. Then you copycat, and you take that, and you just distribute it to the entire enemy team. Oh my god. It's just crazy. Probably really OP. Okay, then we have number 4. The 4th monster skill, Duck Hunt. It's a little duck. Hey little duck, what's up? It doesn't even matter what the monster is. Switch places with a member of the opposite team every turn. So every time this duck moves, it switches places. Like let's say you have your opponents have like this very specific team. They're like, oh, I have this cleanser and then this debuffer and then a Galleon and then a Zeros, and you're like, oh well, I have a duck, so like the duck is gonna move, and then he's gonna like take the place of Galleon. Like him and Galleon are gonna switch, and then your opponent can't do their combo because they're like, shit, I just got ducked in the face. Yo. All right. So my team just got ducked up. Oh, that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be. Please come to us. Please put a duck in the game so I can be like, my team just got ducked up. Oh, that'll be a whole series. Damn. But I thought this would be really interesting. It was just such random chaos. Come to us. You love random chaos. I know you love random chaos. I know you love it. This would be such a random, crazy skill to have in the game. All right, so that's number 4. Number 5 is pretty ridiculous. I don't see this ever being in the game. Pretty ridiculous. I don't know if any of these skills would ever get into the game, but it's just fun stuff to think about. Number 5, Demon's Wrath. All friends and all enemies are stripped of all beneficial effects and given decreased speed, decreased attack power, defense break, and disturbed HP. So like not every harmful effect, but 4 of the big harmful effects in the game. Everyone gets stripped. Everyone gets that crap on them. Oh my god. You know who this would be a great combo with? I mean, this is just way too powerful to never get in the game. Maybe something like it. But like a really, really, really watered down version, because this is way too powerful. This would be great to put the demon on your team, and then to have Economy on your team. You can't Chloe, because if you Chloe, then it would still... your Chloe's shield would get stripped anyway. So if you had a Veligul... If you had, if you had a Veligul, if you had Economy, if you had an Annabelle, any of those monsters would be great to take with this. And then your opponent's team is just like, if they don't have a cleanser, they're screwed. I mean, you could use a Veramos too, but you're still gonna have all those harmful effects on you. But that is some crazy stuff. Alright guys, I know there's gonna be a million comments. Chewbacca, this skill is way too strong. That would never be in the game. It's so crazy. He's so crazy. So yeah, I don't worry. I know that it's too strong, but I thought it was still pretty fun to think of. I don't know, guys. What skills would you put in the game? What new skills could Com2uS have, or what new skill ideas do you have that Com2uS can steal from you and not give you credit for? Leave them in the comments below, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.